this road for 470 miles.
Well, here I are, driving. Where am I? I'm in Nebraska right now. I'm going to turn the AC on. Normally, I like driving with the windows down, so let's see if I can get that a little bit more color on. There we go. And I drive with the windows down as much as I can, and then I don't know. I like the wind, but this past week has been freaking hot, as everybody I'm sure knows. It's not been great. I'll get it figured out eventually. This is still that old tripod that's broken, so the camera, you're going to see me start to go this way. It's going to slide. That handle is pulling it this way. But anyways, yeah, it's been hot, so I have been using the AC, but I really don't. I'd rather have the windows open. Right now it's 89, 90, something like that, but it's not humid or anything, so driving with the windows open and it's perfect. I'm cranking the tunes, as you heard, listening to Sirius. I'm listening to a lot of Sirius 90s on 9. Really kind of realizing exactly how old I'm getting to be. Because when I was a kid, here we go, when I was your age, when I was a kid, you know, people listening to 70s, even some early 80s music, it's kind of like, oh, geez, you're old. Here we are, oh, friggin' 12 years, 13 years, I guess, after, no, 12 years, after the last 90s song would have come out. That's old. But anyways, I'm just putting along here, finally heading out west. Been like, what, 2.5 years since I was on this side of I-39. A whole different ball game once you get out on this side. Night and day. Not as busy. You know, I'm stuck at 61 miles an hour. I'm not having to slow down for anybody. People just pass me as they go along. Really don't have to worry about anything. You know, kind of nice. Although I personally think 61 might be a little slow. What can I do? Not my truck. What am I gonna do? So, yeah, heading over to Oregon, and I won't be in this truck very long, I know that. We're gonna be getting some new ones in. This one's at 481,000, so about 500,000. They usually change them out. I don't have much time in this one. That's why I really don't have anything set up in here. I know as soon as I get it all set up in here, then I'm going to be in a different truck and I'm going to take all my stuff out and everything. So I got wires kind of everywhere because I haven't tucked them in under anything. Last night I had to go out and buy some cleaner. You know, 101 use cleaner, whatever the freak it is, $6. Anyways, I had to get that because this windshield was filthy on the inside. And yeah, the cabinets here, you can see, I don't know if this guy sneezed and friggin' didn't clean up or something. I really don't want to know what was streaking. Yeah, I couldn't deal with it anymore. So I ended up doing that last night. That's something else I was going to say, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, heading out that way. This is now my second week, almost coming into my third week now. As soon as I drop this load, I'll be free to use. First week and a half almost, I was stuck out in the Midwest. I was starting to get a little disappointed. It's like, am I going to head west? You know, all I was doing is I did a load to Georgia, went from Gary, picked up a load in Illinois, from Illinois to Georgia, Georgia to Illinois, to Ohio, to Illinois to Ohio. I'm getting on Qualcomm, like, am I going to ever see the West Coast? Because that's what I signed on for. So yeah, you'll see the West Coast. And then, like, the day after, I met up with another driver who was picking up at the same spot I was. And he's actually from the West Coast, and he was stuck out there for a week or so. So that's one of the kind of like, okay, well, there's really no freight in this general area that's moving that way. And sure enough, once I got done with that Ohio load, they gave me this Oregon load, so I'm happy about that. Finally, I like it because, you know, you pick up, even if I had to do multi-drops in the West, it really isn't a big deal. But I really like this, you know, 2,000-mile load. 3 days, you're not doing anything but driving. 4 days with the 61 front. But you know, all you're doing is just driving to the next truck stop, pulling in, sleeping, and carrying on. It's a lot less stressful out this way. I can't handle being, I mean, the Midwest, that's where I live. It's just too busy to be in a day in, day out. I really don't know how to do it. And then people say, oh, yeah, go local. No. Oh, if I were local out here, maybe, but yeah, it's kind of hard. I've got to get used to being back in the truck, doing over the road, because it's been like 2.5 years since I've really been away from home like this. Other than the past 3 years on the ice, you know, 8 weeks roughly being away from home. By that 8th week, I want to be home, but you know, being out here, it's different, you know. Up on the ice, I know in 8 weeks, roughly, I'm going to be home. Out here, it's kind of like, okay, now I'm kind of gauging 3 to 4 weeks I'd like to be home. But then I got to go right back out in a few days, so I've got to adjust myself back to that. Not that I don't appreciate being back out here, not that I don't enjoy it out here, it's just being a homebody for 2.5 years. It's different. Yeah, I really got to kind of get used to it. But I got to make the money, and I got to make the money the way I enjoy it. This is how I enjoy it. So, look at that little old building there. Didn't last too long. Looks like one of those 1800s small little dry wood shacks that you see along the interstate. The ones that are usually tipped on an angle. Well, that one finally jumped over. So yeah, there's something else I was going to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. Got everything set up with GPS, satellite radio, been cranking the tunes, listening to that, listening to my iPod. Having a fun old time out here, stopping at truck stops, eating truck stop food again. That's not good. Actually, I got to say, this time I've been a little bit more fortunate with that. I don't have a fridge. I had to buy one of them little coolers, which once I get into my next truck, knowing that I'll be in that one for an extensive amount of time, I'll get an actual proper fridge, and they'll install it, and they'll reconfigure it apparently back there for me to have that. But I'm actually, I just came from Walmart where I bought a 2-pack of steaks, some real food, which is kind of unusual for me. Not that I never wanted to, but driving in Canada and having to drive in the States, I never brought anything like that because I never knew where I was going to be. And you know, you don't bring meat across the border. They'll allow certain things, and it really just depends on the time of day and the person you're talking to as to what you can bring across. It's even gone so far as I've heard of people losing dog food at the border. I had to turn in half a pizza because it had sausage on it. So I don't know. I always stayed away from that. You know, it was always some sort of canned food or truck stop food. Well, ramen noodles were a big staple in this truck. Well, now that I'm doing the 48, not going to Canada, screw that. I got my little George Foreman grill back there, and then once I get my truck, I'll get my microwave, everything set up like it was before, and actually live out of the truck. I mean, shoot. But like I said, I bought those 2 steaks. I bought a macaroni salad and a potato salad. Got a couple other things there, but I mean that. Oh, and a friggin' mammoth friggin' sub, at least a foot and a half, probably even 2 foot long. At Walmart there, ate half of the sub. That's good enough for now, and then come dinner time, I'll make one of those steaks, have a little bit of the salads, and I got the exact same thing for tomorrow, and I spent $14, I think. something like that. Not even. So, you know, $7 for the day for lunch and dinner. Can't do that at a truck stop. You can. You're going in and having the, well, you can't really anymore because the Flying J's don't have the buffet. It's usually what it used to be. It would be, you know, drive all day, friggin' park at Flying J, have the buffet, fill up, that keep it going for like 24 hours. I'm trying to get a little bit more healthy in this truck. It's going to be a work in progress because it's hard. I've had 2.5 years at home. I've only grown bigger. And I know I've got to take care of the situation now before it really gets out of hand. So that, yeah, that's really kind of the update. Getting out there, this thing is pretty much due for a service. So by the time I'm dropping in Ontario, Oregon, which is right on the state line of Idaho, so I'll probably end up heading west down to Brooks, Salem, get a service done. That's what I'm thinking. Then go from there. I wouldn't mind. I'm at the point now, like I said, it's been close to 2 weeks. By the time I get, if I were to go back east, it'd be about 3 weeks. So that'd be good, but I'd really like to try to keep myself out west here for like a week or so. And then head back home. That'd be about 4 weeks out. Just because I'd like to make some bankroll, get a little bit of money saved up. Because, you know, it'd be nice to not have to worry anymore, you know what I mean? But, I mean, I can't complain. I took a look at how many miles I drove last week. Good amount. What I'm getting paid. Definitely okay with me if I can keep that up. So, yeah. Driving along, got 27 more miles, almost 6 kilometers. 27 more miles till Wyoming. So I'm gonna have to get you. I got you in there with all your paperwork. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking. I almost feel like a rookie, and there are times, honestly, there are times like last night. I made a Swift driver look good when I was trying to back into a spot. I'm kind of finding that my skills are pretty freaking rusty. I'm not really happy about that, but what can you do 2.5 years? Doing the grain, I mean, there really wasn't any backing really involved with that. It's a smaller trailer, it's easier to maneuver. The ice road, I mean, there's virtually no backing up on that. So, you know, and now I'm with a 53-foot van. A little different story. And then in truck stops that are freaking tight. And then nobody knows how to bar. The professionalism has slipped so far in a matter of 2 years. It's unbelievable. I'm seeing less and less signals. I mean, not that, you know, whatever. Freaking, you know, yeah, you're going a good 10 miles faster than me. For you to, you know, signal back in, yeah, you're going to be freaking 3 miles away, but it'd be nice, you know, be a little courteous. And at the truck stops, everybody's parking 10 feet out from the spot, so you got no room. But I don't know. I'll get back in the swing of it pretty freaking quick. Oh well. I only got 5.5 hours left on my Qualcomm for today. Yeah, I'm planning on stopping in and seeing Robert J.R. Trucker Jr. Trucker. Gonna be out there in Utah, so we'll meet up for a little bit and go from there. Of course, that probably already happened, because I guarantee you this thing ain't getting up tonight. Tomorrow, I've seen it, so by now it's old news. Probably seen it on Facebook. So. Yeah, that's about it. I'll turn the camera around, maybe get some action shots now. There you go. I'll catch you later. Everybody stay safe. Wait for this truck to go by. He's coming. There's his whistle. We got the back windows open.